So in this video we are going to see Python strings. So I'm using Emacs to demonstrate rather than using Visual Studio Code. I feel more comfortable using Emacs or Vim sometime while I'm doing some programming stuff. So you can continue this in VS Code. You don't need to use Emacs if you don't know about it, but if you know about it, you can use that. So in Python, you can define strings in multiple ways. For example, we are going to name a string variable a, for example. So we are going to initialize a with a string value hello. So this is a valid string, and we can declare a second string like b equals, in single quote you can define the string as world or something, and there is also like triple quotes for that matter. And here you can define a longer string like longer string goes here, a print statement. All these statements are valid. So print of I'm gonna try something like a. At the same time I want to print b, and I want to print c. So if I pop up my terminal and type I need to save this file first, and if I open up my terminal and type python 1.py, you can see the result hello world, and longer string goes here. So because we use triple quotes, we can declare the string longer according to our wish. So F4 to minimize that. And the next part is, if you do something like print of type type of a, for example, you can see you have this class of string, so you can see the type of your declared variable. And you might be wondering why we have like 3 different ways or multiple different ways of declaring a string. So let me show you an example. So you want to declare a string is having like some word like I don't have it. Escape this with escape sequences. For example, I don't have it. So this is a valid statement, but unless you use an escape sequence. So slash is an escape sequence which you can use to escape the preceding character. So for example, this one is our preceding character, so escape sequence for that is, so whenever we use this, like let's define d as that, and if we do a print of d, for example, and if we pop up our terminal and run this, you can see I don't have it properly written. But instead, if you try something else like e equals single quote and I don't have it, and if you do something like this, this is going to be an invalid statement. It's going to pop an error. So let me show you that. So here inside my terminal, if I run the file, you can see we have an error over here. So this error occurs because you have an unterminated string literal. So in layman's term, we don't have quotes for the string which we have declared. So for that, you can do it in another way. Instead of using escape sequences, you can use double quotes, and if you do that, this is a string. So if I run this statement again, let me save that file. So if I run this statement again, you can see I don't have it is displayed properly. Then for the next part, we can do something like if you want to have someone like some string which is quoting somebody, for example. So let's declare that as f. So the idea is you should use variable names that represent something. You should not use something like a b c d e f, because sometime when you come back and read your code, you will not understand why this variable exists or what's the purpose of this. So you need to use something like something that represents the variable. For example, I use example underscore string as a variable, and for this I can give a value. So for this case I'm using triple quotes. I need to show you an example for that. If you're quoting somebody saying like I don't have it, so that's somebody saying something, and you want to terminate this statement over here, and after this you can give the name of somebody, like for example. So if you do that, this is also a valid string. So here we have like a quote which will be represented inside double quotes for that matter, and I'm going to use like I need to save this file first. I should enable auto save, and I need to print the string. So print of example string. So here if I run that again, you can see we have I don't have it is inside this quotes, so you can escape that. So these multiple ways you can interact with or declare strings. So I hope this one was helpful. I hope you all have a wonderful day.